I absolutely love these pictures of Roy Lichtenstein in his studio because it gives us a chance to see him at work. You can see that as much as we kind of have the idea of him doing cartooning, he's actually using huge canvases and drawing each line. What you see here are basically what we did with the star stencil last week, that they mask the lines with little stickers, then they paint over them and then pull them away. So he did a lot of his line work actually using a paintbrush and then filling it in from there. I love these pictures of him in his studio. He had an easel that would spin. And even here, you can see the little stickers he would lay down or the little circle stickers he would lay down. And then they would be able to pull away the stencil. Here he is with Andy Warhol. The two of them lived at the same time and worked together. They were both known as pop artists. They actually worked that's how Roy Lichtenstein met his wife, is that they worked together. And here is something that I think you should maybe try today. He loved sometimes to just spin his easel upside down so that he could. Boys and girls, today I'm going to be taking pictures of you, kind of impersonating the work of Roy Lichtenstein. We'll talk a little bit about how we're going to be taking those pictures. And also, we are going to be working together to figure out how you are going to be coloring them in today. Boys and girls, today we have two things that we're going to be working on while I'm taking your pictures. First of all, we had talked about this with conduct and effort. You're going to write your name right here. And then in this box, I'd like for you to first think about your conduct. Now, conduct is how do I behave? What is my behavior? And we've talked about these 5 options: excellent, good, average, needs improvement, and poor. Now I wrote on here, excellent, do more than follow the rules. Remember, I told you that if you decide that you're good, that is fantastic. That means that you are following all the rules. That is wonderful. But if you think that you do more than following the rules, you may mark excellent. Now, just in case you can't remember some of the rules, I wrote them right here for you, and if you can't read, we can help you out. But you also have average, which means you sometimes follow the rules. Needs improvement says you need to be reminded about the rules a lot. Or poor, which means that you do not obey the rules at all. That would be a bad thing. If you say that you need improvement, just write to me which one of these you think it is that you need to improve on. Then down here, effort, how do I make my art? Today, I would like for you to think through these options. This is you sitting down and working on your artwork. Are you excellent? I do my best, and I like to do a little something extra special. Remember, excellent means extra. Good means I do my very best and I make great art. If that's you, then you click on good. Average, I do my art, but I hurry so I can play Legos or play. If that's you, needs improvement, I don't try hard at all. I just get through it and be done. Poor, you've never made a piece of art in your life. I don't think we're gonna have anyone doing that. Once you're finished with that, I would like for you to practice using the texture tools in the way that I showed you by filling in this. This is gonna be our way of practicing. And I'm gonna be giving you a couple of examples, but I just wanna remind you that you're gonna be taking some of these texture tools and you will put it underneath, and using the colors that we've talked about, the reds and the yellows and the blues, you're going to go ahead. Now remember, if you are using the texture tools, that means that you are using the colored pencil. So you're just going to kind of go like this until you see some texture coming up there. Now you don't have to do every single one red, but you're going to kind of have a method to your madness here. And the reason I'm having you do this week is because I kind of want for you to get used to making texture and being able to hold these texture plates underneath. This one was a little bit hard. These polka dot ones can be a lot easier, where I put it right here and I use the side of my colored pencil to color it in. The other skill that I would like for you to work on is with markers. A lot of you are used to, when you use a marker, that you just kind of color it in like you've always been shown. But right now I'd like to show you a different way of using your marker, and that's using the side. If I decide that I want this blue, I can just take my marker and I can just start to color like that. But when you do that, what happens is that it really starts to dry out the marker. Instead, what I want for you to do is to try and get the paper to touch this long part. And I want for you to draw with lines. Do you see how I'm drawing with lines? What you end up with is with coloring that's much darker and clear. It goes a lot faster, and you end up with a better product, okay, than doing the scribble. So go ahead and try that.